Connecting. Good morning. I am here. I'm right here. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, February something, 17th, I want to say. Let's see if I can get connected and chit chat with y'all. You know, we're learning about technology today. That would be the lesson. Good morning, Miss Jackie. Oh my goodness, I have a little gift going to you. Good morning, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Lynn, Jackie, Esther, Linda, Shirley. Wow, good morning. I promised you. Okay, I think my hair goes this. All right, I don't know what's going on. Good morning. Good morning, Connie, Danielle, Debbie, Hitomi. We're working out a little technology. If Gail is in the background, I would like her to know that I'm getting it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to message her. I believe if you are trying to connect via phone, that may be the issue. Period. That just hit me. Does anybody talk their text? I talk all my texts. Okay, good morning, Connie. Good morning, Ginger. Good morning. I'm going to answer questions today. It's Q&A morning. But first, I want to say that I was supposed to have Gail and Vicki here. Vicki is here from Canada, but we're realizing, and it's making sense in my brain now, we might not be able to have Gail because she was trying to connect via her phone. And technology as it is, you never know what's going to work, what's not going to work. And it hit me that maybe it's not going to work and she can't get connected. Oh, she's going to see if her tablet works. Great. And she's trying. I always say, first off, I appreciate you guys going above and beyond and out of your way. And I have some things to read even this morning. I was being so good last night. I cleaned my office. I was painting wine glasses. I was, what else was I? I was juggling, eating Girl Scout cookies by the sleeve, not individually. I just took a funnel and just poured that down the system. That seemed to work last night. And then what ended up happening was I think I got in bed at really exhausted, overly exhausted. And I thought I'd fall asleep. And I started watching that dang This Is Us crack cocaine show that I can't stop watching and depressing myself. But it was really good last night. So, no, I don't think, I did not ask Vicki. I never ask anybody what they're going to talk about. If Vicki makes us cry, that will be on her. And oh, I can see her in the green room doing this. Okay, I've already checked. It's not going to happen. Okay, I just want to say good morning to Carolee McMullen, it says, good morning, beautiful, creative Tracy. I would like to say a very wholehearted good morning, Carolee. She is the owner, manager, something of some amazing, beautiful girls called Adorn It. If you haven't heard of that company, I'm just plugging that right now. And good morning. Good morning to you. So, good morning. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow is the last day. Let me just say this right now, and I'm going to do this right now because I didn't copy the link. So I'm going to get ready right now. My production team is working behind the scenes. This is me. I am the production team. I didn't copy the link. I'm going to answer questions today about your artful journey. And, okay, Danielle just said that her studio is filled with Girl Scout cookies. And, she's her daughter's troop leader. Oh, my God. Whatever is in those things, you can't just eat one. And I regretted it because I was supposed to come home and get on the treadmill. Okay, So, without further ado, I'm going to take this off of my face. I'm going to talk about your artful journey and I'm going to answer questions. But one of the best ways to get to know my membership group is to talk to the members. Also gives me the opportunity to speak to them as well, which I love. I do want to tell you that right here, this action that's going on back there, I just got the updated list this morning. My business partner is in Texas. Any of you who are in Texas, Oklahoma, the whole center of the United States, I feel really bad for you. So just understand. Danielle just said she moved the Girl Scout cookies the other morning. I'm so glad you told me you didn't tell me you sell those. I buy from my coworker's kid, but right now I've spent, I think, $60. I donate half. I always buy and I donate. So this wall will be updated today. I'll start on the wood panels, but this is the list. I just got it. I'll work on that today. Didn't even have time. So the thing I want to say this morning is I've always want to talk to your Artful Journey members. This is a great way to do it. I've discovered, and I've also discovered I love to interview people, so I might have missed my calling a little bit. So, but I'm also walking in my purpose, so don't worry, I'm not going to leave the art world. Okay, without further ado, I am going to unmute the lovely Vicki, who I just found out is in Canada. There she is. And let's see if we can hear you. There you are.
Hello.
So
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I stand corrected. Vicki is in the corner of Canada that does not get like the blistering, crazy winters that Canada is probably known for. So, Vicki, I would love for you to introduce yourself.
Oh, it's nice to meet everyone in the tribe. I've been watching every day. I'm on there to see what everyone's doing, and it so inspires me to see that. I'm an artist. I've been an artist for a long, long time. And when I first saw Tracy, it was at the art party last year, I think in August, I think it was. And I fell in love with my style has been, I've done a lot of abstract and I've done a lot of traditional, representational, realistic drawing and painting. But I wanted to have fun and have some whimsy and really bring out that was me. And that's what I found with Tracy. And I fell in love with it at the art party. And I never join things like this usually. But I was, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I was so happy to join the group, and I've never regretted it. It's just been so much fun. I paint every day, which I never used to do. It was hard to get motivated. It was like I kept thinking about, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And how do I start? And and when I did it, I always enjoyed it. And I had some really good successes. I know that. But I wasn't painting every day. It was hard for me to get going. And now I'm just every day, my husband's like, oh my gosh, she's sitting with her journal again. It's like on and off throughout the day. So,
well, you hit on something that I feel is important, because when I equate creativity a lot to go into the gym, which I probably should do a little more often, but it's like a creativity muscles. It's like it's easier to do and sit down if you're doing it more on a daily basis than if you're picking it up and looking at a big blank canvas. And so that's something that has been important to me, is not to teach going to the gym for 6 hours a day. A lot of us don't have 6 hours in the day to go to the gym.
yes.
A lot of us should spend 6 hours a day in the gym. Me. But when you sit down and give yourself 15 to 30 minutes, and it's like a daily practice, it actually becomes a good daily habit.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes. And one of the things that I really resonated with me is your messaging to people who, because I get this all a lot, where my friends and just people I meet, they go, wow, you're an artist. Wow, I'm not creative. And I'm like, yes, you are. Of course you are. And yes, you're going to have your own art voice. You're going to find it. You just have to take the first steps. You didn't learn to cook just magically. I mean, some of us learned early in the years.
Vicki, don't use that example. I still haven't learned to cook.
Or you never.
Okay, Vicki doesn't mean to say that example. I choose not to cook. It's a personal decision. I enjoy cereal and salad. And just for the record, because I have people...
That was a bad analogy.
I have people who say to me all the time, if you don't like to cook, how do you have three? Like, my kids are like 6'3", well, Mickey's 5'4", 6 foot, 6'3", and 5'4". Nobody is malnourished, so please don't ask me that. Pam with 2 M's said, Tracy, you're so encouraging. Thank you for saying that. So I love it because you said a couple things which we had, I don't know, we labeled that term art voice. And even though we're inspiring one another, no two things are the same. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I would agree with that. Everyone has, and you start to recognize people's art after a while. Like, you go on there and you're like, oh, that's Cecilia. That's, Lori. It's so amazing. And they do inspire me. Like, I look at even, it doesn't matter if you're a true beginner or what you are, there's something that people bring. And when you look at it, you think, wow.
I don't mean to interrupt Gail or Vicki, but Gail's calling. Hold on, I'm gonna put her in. Okay. Good. Gail, can you hold on? We're live. This is so wonderful. She is here. Hold on. Gail, can you hear me? Let me I don't know how to do this. Hold on, Gail. I'm gonna add Gail right in here. I'll add her to the left of me. Let's see if Gail, can you hear me?
There's Gail. Yay.
Hi. Yes.
Yay.
Thank you, my dear, for trying. You are live. Okay, by the way, we haven't even prepped Gail to know what's happening. So, and I'll just bring you up to speed a little bit, Gail. Let's see, can we hear you?
Hello.
Okay. Thank you so much, Gail. You may need to turn down you need to be able to hear me, but let's see. I think I hear something in the background. It could be, do you have a phone on or something? There we go.
I'm turning it off.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we really just started, Gail, so I really want to thank you for trying. We kind of, technology is something that either works with you or it just works against you. And it hit me this morning that Gail maybe couldn't connect because of being on the phone, but she's on her tablet, I think.
Yes.
Thank you. So Gail, meet Vicki. Vicki, meet Gail. I feel like.
Hi, Gail.
So Gail, I will say that I already asked, Vicki already talked about who she is and how she came upon me in your in the art world. So we would love to hear your answer.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I retired in March of 2019, and one of my bucket list items was to start an art journal. And shortly after I retired, I had a hysterectomy, so that kind of slowed me down a little. 2019 came and went. And in 2020, I'm like, I really need to do this, but I can't do it on my own. So I started going online, looking for videos or things. And one night I found Tracy. And as soon as I heard her voice and saw her face, and she was hilarious. It cracked me up, and I'm thinking, this is my person. This is where I need to be. So I jumped in and did one of the little demos one night, and I was hooked. So that's how I found you.
People always ask me why I demo. You're the reason I demo. That's the reason. If it's just to appeal to somebody and get their attention, and it's so hard in this world to get people's attention, then that is really important to me. So people are noticing that we are wearing coordinating outfits.
That's true.
Okay, that was not planned. I actually have just met them for the first time. In fact, Gail literally had to jump in on the scenes. So I would love to know, and I'll start with Gail this time. What has your artful journey meant to you?
Oh gosh. Because of the pandemic, you lose your routine. And when I retired, people who say that they'll keep in touch, they've got their own lives. And quite honestly, in hindsight, it was great that I did retire at the time I did, because my department doesn't exist anymore. We're in the hospitality area. We're right next to Disney World. And my job was a event coordinator. So if there's no events or conventions or sporting things going on, there's no work.
Okay,
so I lucked out.
Wait a minute, time out, Gail. Did anybody hear that? Event coordinator. We will possibly need those services in the future. Carry on.
Tracy, if you have a retreat down here, I can hook you up. And I've got some fabulous ideas for some off-site fun things to do. And we could draw at a gator park. We could draw through the safari. We can go on an airboat. We can dine at Disney Springs. There's so much to do here. And I can help hook you up with whatever price range our group can afford. I can find the most wonderful venues to have a retreat.
Well, you know what? It was so pleasant to meet both of you. And by the way, Vicki's in Canada and you're in Florida. So I'm like, okay, I love this. I absolutely love that. And I love that you hit on your life had changed and now you're rolling with the changes versus fighting them.
Right, exactly. And, I'm going to skip over because I promise no tears. And really, after hearing a lot of things out there, my troubles are just pebbles compared to some of the mountains out there. And, I have to honestly tell you, I'm going to just kind of backpedal a little bit. When I first got the message from Anne, I panicked because I'm actually very much an introvert. Maybe you are too, Vicki. But because of and things, I created the ability to hit that switch. And when I'm in a crowd or when I'm, working a convention or something, I have to be that person that's outgoing. You're doing registration, you're arranging bus travel, you're getting catering, you're running around. But I love going home and closing the door behind me and peace and quiet. I'm a homebody and I make no excuses for it. So.
You guys make it comes natural to me, but quite honestly, every time I teach, every time I demo, I have tons of anxiety issues. And like you said, in life, I think you hit on perspective. We all have challenges in life, and some are pebbles, some are greater. But I too, believe it or not, enjoy the introverted little world that I live in. But it does appear different because I'm doing this. And that's out of my wheelhouse. Right. Anybody who knew me in high school would know I was petrified of everything.
I was the kid that preferred to sit in the back of the room, didn't raise my hand, didn't speak.
Read a book.
And if it wasn't my best friend in high school, who, Angela, I love you, we're still best friends since 1972. She taught me how to laugh out loud. She taught me how to speak up. She is part of who I am. And I love her for that. She really made a big difference. So friendships, and Vicki, you know this too. Friendships make all the difference. It creates who we are.
Yeah. And that's what our community has really become.
Yes.
And what about you, Vicki? What about you, Vicki? What has your artful journey meant to you?
Well, like Gail, going into lockdown last year and into the summer, and we were able to move around a little bit more, but still not seeing friends and family the same way. Yes, I was looking for something as well, and I came upon Tracy, of course, at the art party, and I got hooked right away, like you, Gail. It was awesome. I was just like, it was so much fun, and everyone was so wonderful in their comments and all of that. So I really, really loved doing it. It just made such a difference in my world. It really did. And yeah, and like you, I had a little jitters when Anne can tell you. She asked me, and I went, "Ooh," that gave me the jitters. Now I've done a lot of public speaking and presentations and stuff because I was a project manager. I was in the information technology field, so I did a lot of that stuff. But it's been a while. I've been retired for 14 years, I think, since 2007. So yeah, it was. But I watched the other interviews, and I'm like, yeah, I knew you were going to make it easy. So I was really like, calm down, it's fine. It's going to be fun.
Well, and you know what's interesting is I'm listening to you guys because also we've had Danielle, we talked to Lisa with two S's, April, and Jackie. The one thing I've noticed is you are both retired, but I've had a lot of people ask me, can I do this if I have kids? The answer is, I think you should do this if you have kids, because this is a nice way to make a little time for yourself, and it's at your own pace. I get asked that a lot because Danielle must have kids because she's her mom's, she's the Girl Scout mom with the Girl Scout cookies. But that is really important to know that our group is so diverse with ages, range, everything you can think of, maybe not gender right now, but also from locations and where people are joining us, which I think is, or grandkids. Patricia just said grandkids. I was like, yes. And I do really like that. Now, one thing, I'll start with Vicki. If anybody's on the fence, do you have anything to say to them about joining, or what, those jitters that you had? I know that doing something for the first time, especially online, can be daunting.
Yes, and it definitely can. And if you're a true beginner, you're really concerned about, are you going to look like, a fool because you can't do what everyone else does? And this group is awesome. They are very supportive, and Tracy makes it very easy for a beginner to produce something. They're going to be maybe not totally happy with it, but they're going to actually see something very quickly, and they're going to be okay with some parts of it. Maybe they're going to love it. And so it's a great way to get into art. It's just an awesome way to get into art, and you'll be so inspired by everyone that's in the group, and they'll all come in and tell you how wonderful you are.
It is really good.
And that's good. It's important.
I totally agree with Vicki. And to tell the beginners, even if you haven't done artwork, I was creative when I was younger, but working happened. And when I came back into it, I was a beginner again. And the thing that really inspired me was I was brave enough to make that first post. And it is so helpful when you get a like, or you get a little heart or something, or somebody says you like your colors. That's so inspiring. And I try to take the time to go in and look at the posts and hit my hearts and make a comment. So, jump in, baptism by fire, jump in with your feet at first, and, do it, because we're all sisters. We're all supportive. We're there for each other. And we're here to enjoy the experience. And if something doesn't go right, I have a little paper punch, a little like 1-inch paper punch. I'll just cut my art up and make little punches and make little collages or little mini quilts out of it, because it's color on paper. It just, don't throw it away.
And it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. I've had plenty of them. You guys, I don't know how to thank you, and I'm not a bribing kind of gal, but I've said it before. I am going to send you a little gift, so just make sure you get your address to myself or Anne. I just am doing it because, and I know Lisa and April donate mine. I'm like, well, you can donate yours. So There was no incentive to do this other than, you know, the limelight that you guys are receiving. You're going to get autographs now. I mean, it's a whole thing. But I really do appreciate you. We didn't rehearse. They kind of knew what I was going to ask them, just because I don't want to put anybody on the spot. But if there's anything you would like to add in your goodbye message, go for it right now. Vicki, you go first.
Oh, well, I came up with a little quote for you. Tracy plants the seeds that grows the art in us. It's okay, but I like it.
I like it too, but okay, we said no tears. I thank you very much for that. Okay, thank you for that. Gail?
I thought of one that relates to anybody out there who has had those difficulties. I read online the other day, we are not defined by our scars. We are defined by how amazingly we heal. So this is therapy, this is healing, this is art makes you heal, art makes you happy, art wakes you up in the day.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Well, ladies, I would like to thank you. And Gail, thank you for not giving up on the technology and on us. And I appreciate
you to help me.
I know.
Thank you,
this is what I got out of the conversation. I was like, oh, we have somebody in IT and we have somebody in event coordination. I think we have a team. The other thing I've always made a joke about is I think at some point we had a conversation about people who play musical instruments. We have a choir, we have a band, we have all of these various talents that all of these women possess. And I'm like, I really could start something with this. I think
the pandemic is over.
Yes. Oh, when it is safe to travel about the country and things are in a much better place in the new normal, our goal is to be in person. So I very much appreciate that. And thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks, Gail. Bye.
And I'm going to stay here for a second. Oh, that was just the best. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, that was great. Just so you know, special thanks goes to Anne, who has been the producer of the shows, who have lined up the talent. That has been great. I am going to answer some questions. If you have any, that was amazing. I get to start my day like this, and I never thought that that was possible. The number one question I seem to be getting of late is what kind of... God, I didn't cry either. I was writing notes. I love this. I love getting to meet people, and we're going to be doing, I almost want to like spotlight people. This is so great. You guys. Okay, so I'm going to, wait a minute. While I'm talking and answering questions, I'm just going to open up this art journal. I'll just kind of leave, actually, I'll even go back further. I mean, I don't need to start, I'll legit, here, let's start here, because I know this one has been seen. And we didn't plan our outfits either, so I don't know. But number one question I've been asked of late is who am I, what am I about, and what inspires me, and what kind of art will we learn? So I'm just leafing through this is my actual art journal, my idea book. Tonight at 5:30, I'll be doing a live demo. It's not pre-planned. I have no idea what I'll be doing, but this is the kind of art that I do. This was an Your Artful Journey lesson, I think, and it was like, I felt like I drew a peacock. I don't know what was happening there. But this is legit what I do. This is great, Tracy. Will you continue this in the group? Yes, we're going to do something like this in the group. Yes, this idea, yes. The answer is yes. I am not letting this go. By the way, this is this month, by the way. This is a workshop. Yeah. Oh, if I would ever chat with some Kiwis, it would need to be a pajama party. We thought about that. Yeah. So these are lessons. This is stuff I do. This is stuff I teach. This is stuff I live by. Is there an age requirement? Like, can you do this if you have kids? We talked about that. The answer is absolutely yes. My thought process in that would be actually engage your children in something creative. The arts are missing from school. So this really gives you, this was a live something. See, I should write down when we did it. Leaf. Oh, sure. So her pajamas are already on. I don't even see. I love the memories of these. I think back to all these pages, but these are examples. I know this was something in your artful journey. Okay, so does that give you a good idea? Let's see. What other questions did I have last night? Am I updating the wall? Yes, the doors of I am. I'm updating those. I'm getting people asking, can we do this? Can we do this? It closes on Thursday. I'm sorry. I legit, we do that for a reason because I just want to go back and be teaching. This is all I want to do. I want to be sharing. That I couldn't cover up. I don't know why. Loved it so much. I have a butterfly face. I think that's hitting soon. But as you can see, all of these are things usually inspired by nature. Yes, I go a little crazy with flowers. I can't help myself. But I do other things. We're going to do sunrises, sunsets. Oh, somebody asked me to teach this the other day. All of these bring back awesome memories. Not this one so much. Don't know why. I guess I was working on backgrounds that day. And you can see this was the month of leaves. So everything is, I'll go to the end, leaves. Oh, aren't you beautiful? Backgrounds, borders, you name it. Love the butterflies. Good. Butterflies are going to be a future topic, just so you know. Hearts, this is what inspired, this exact page inspired the month of hearts that we have going on. Sunflower tutorial. I got it. Sunflowers happen to be my favorite. Okay, before I go, I'm going to read a couple of things. Just so you know, tonight I will be doing a demo tonight at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and at 6:15, Kathy Ellis, a member of Your Artful Journey, is going to join us. We had to reschedule her, and I would love to speak to her tonight. I'm going to read a couple of things. Something that really touched for me is we did have somebody who, I won't give names, that had to quit for a while, and she has rejoined, and I'm so happy about that. And she had things going on in her life, but she goes that she was happy that she was able to rejoin. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Anne, for being, thank you very much for being so kind and being the light and love. We are all in this journey together, and you are there for all of us. It does not go unnoticed. And that is a thank you to you. I just want to say that. I'm going to end on this note. And if I don't, I'm not going to read this one because it was from Kathy, and we're going to have her on tonight. I loved this one. During the pandemic, especially during lockdown, some suggested learning. It's like suggesting learning a new language. As much as I love to travel abroad, I suck at learning foreign languages. Instead, I decided to spend some time learning and expanding what I call new art languages. I loved that. Thank you so much. I enjoy the process with you. Thank you. I love that. Anne is amazing. Tracy popped up on my Instagram for the 5-day art challenge. I had dabbled in watercolor before, but it had been years. I signed up for the challenge, became a member of the tribe, and I have never looked back. Lori, thank you for this. Being a part of this tribe has been a blessing, and I'm so grateful to have met so many wonderful people I may never have had the chance to meet had I not decided to invest in myself and expand my artistic techniques. Lori Winter, thank you for that. Okay, I'll end on this note. You guys, so great because, I don't know, this is just great. Okay, and I think this person wrote this legit with permission for me to read, but I won't say it until maybe she recognizes her words, or I'll just say it. Hi, Tracy. I just looked at when I started my fabulous artful journey with you, and it was the week of 8/24/20 art challenge. I love that so many people come in during these art challenges. I did 2 beautiful flower pages, then a couple of pumpkins, and I haven't stopped creating. I love it. Thank you so much. I have shared that it was a hard year with my, see, this is where I go. Okay, hold on. I have shared that it was a hard year with my dear mom passing away in January 2020. My husband and I counted 14 trips back and forth to East Coast to take care of her, the funeral, emptying the house, finding house for my sister, who has been living in the house, selling the house, getting sister up in her house, and then in November, my brother's wife died. Tracy, you and the Artful Journey saved me and continues to inspire and impact my life. My husband asks me every morning, do you have art today? He is a huge supporter and often either brings me breakfast or wine during my Facebook lives. Okay, can I stop this for a minute, Bambi? Does he have a brother? It is my time to sit and create and feel good about it. My little 5-year-old grandson loves to see what I draw every day, and we spend time drawing and creating when he comes over. I sent a picture to my daughter yesterday to show him. My other grandson asked why I had so many dots everywhere. The 5-year-old replied, oh, she's like making dots all over. If in doubt, add a dot. Okay. I feel like it's been so hard with the shutdown and being trapped inside. I look forward to seeing you in the tribe. Restores my sanity. Thank you for bringing art back into my life. I love your positivity, encouragement, and your willingness to be real and vulnerable. Don't ever stop. I know you make a difference in so many lives. It's a blessing to know you and be part of this fabulous group of women. Pam wants to know, Bambi, are you married to her husband? Where did y'all pluck these guys out of the sky? Really? I mean, come on. Oh my God. Okay, Darla said, when you're sitting in your backyard, remember my place looks like a blank page. It's a white canvas, 13 inches of snow. Love you. You brought color to me today, Darla. Bambi, that is, thank you for sharing so much of you in this. I can't even imagine. I'm not going to even begin to say how much you have dealt with, and I thank you for this. Again, any maybe brothers, uncles. I'm willing to take a chance, people. I decided no crying today, so I did it. I am glad. I'm keeping these. I'm not getting rid of these. I actually have a little book for them. But I do love that this is an example of you can join in your life and you can fit it into where it suits you right now. I know we have, Anne did a really great job of just getting a really broad range of people to talk to me, and I didn't even tell them how it was going to go. Tonight is Kathy Ellis. Tomorrow I'm going to do this because we had 2 people who we had difficulties connecting, and it's going to be Katie and Show tomorrow. I just wanted to carry it out to the full week. I've literally put my heart and soul into this wonderful week, and I'm looking forward to just going back in my little art journal and retreating into my world again. So thank you guys so much for sharing so much of that. Oh, you guys, just like you're not, so who, oh, I love that it's a community, and that's not changing. We're just adding to our community. I've always had a thought of being inclusive, not exclusive, and all of these lovely people and some more, because I'm going to update this list this morning, are going to be added to the group. A little bit of housekeeping. If you join Your Artful Journey, know that as of Thursday, we're taking the weekend off. I need it. I don't want to hear myself speak. We'll be onboarding everybody into the Facebook group. Hitomi said onboarding them onto a cruise ship of art. I love that. next week, that's the last week of February, and March 1st, we'll be having our first quarterly Zoom. And that is going to be focused on welcoming the new members, showing them around. How does the portal work? How does the Facebook group work? And all of that. But that's legit. If you sign up, or when you should sign up, I should say, the doors close tomorrow. That's it. I go back to my life. And what was I going to say? Immediately, you do get a welcome email. You can get into your portal. You can start the lessons from when we started Your Artful Journey, and then you'll be into the Facebook group. That's how it works. The cost is $32 a month or $320 a year, and this is the last time we offer it at that price. It goes up the next time. I kept it the same due to the pandemic, but typically the cost does increase. Vicki said, I wish the cruise happened and you stop here in Victoria. Vicki got news that the cruise is, we talked about this. Canada needs to open the gates when it's safe. I'm leaving my money in that deposit so that I don't take it out of the universe. I've decided that there has been a lot that I have put out there this past year, and it's coming to fruition. Ruth said $1 a day. Somebody calculated that if you sign up for the year, it's 88 cents a day. It was like, I feel like that cup of coffee commercial. I just don't want to feel like the animal cruelty commercials where Nora Jones starts singing. Oh my goodness. Margaret said, I've been in the portal and completed 7 backgrounds yesterday. You're going to have an art hangover. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Today I got to meet somebody from Florida, and it's just great. When it is safe to travel about the country, I do already have a teaching date set in October the 23rd through the 30th at Painting Palooza in Oklahoma. So if any of you are near the center of the United States, I welcome you to go to the Painting Palooza site and look that up. I want to ask them for a bigger classroom. That's my goal, and I'm putting that out there. I'm also going to put that out there that possibly Bambi could be my sister-in-law if she gets hot. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope I answered all the questions. I'm doing the best I can to keep up on things. And Kansas, isn't that close to Oklahoma? Geography is not my strong suit. Feels like it's in the center. Tammy Lee just says, I feel like a PBS fundraiser. All I need to have is Nora Jones pop in the background here, and we're good to go. Okay, I thank you. Oklahoma is only a few hours from me, and I'll bet I can get a couple of, wait a minute, I have to, Texas ladies to go with me. Shar, the only way you can go is if you make a BLT. That would be the only way. Only if you bring me a BLT. And that is part of the deal. Oh, Darla, I wasn't really kissing her rear, but happens to be one of the event planners there. There are a few seats available, and she said you can go to okcpaintingpalooza.com. Darla, if I can get half of the United States there, is it possible for me to get a bigger room? Because I will. Just so you all know, I've been to Charlotte's house, and she's just super amazing. She's a really great host. I am not saying that, Cecilia. She just said for me to put Nora Jones on I'm not doing it. I cannot. Just the fact when she starts singing, I start being super emotional. And ever since I got a dog, I cannot watch that commercial. Okay, Connie and Karen are going from Tennessee and Illinois. Wow. Okay, great. Yeah, my goal is to fill that classroom up and ask for more space. Okay, she just said absolutely. I'm making a goal. I haven't even ordered the art journals. I'll order 10 times more. I don't care. All right. By October, vaccines, numbers, we're going to be, I'm even debating driving, but I think I've changed my mind. I think I really want to fly because I really want to go see Ree Drummond's place in the Mercantile in somewhere else. I already have an arranged ride, and I'm sure he won't mind if we fill up the truck. Darla. Hi, Darvin, do you mind if I bring a few friends? Yes. I have followed her forever. Yes, Oklahoma. Oh, and I also have a date with some place where I go shopping and I buy boots, and I have to lose weight by October because I want new jeans. Leave me a note in special instructions so I know you're part of the tribe. Oh, that's really great. Yeah, Darla, they're going to have hats or something, or shirts or costumes or something. I don't know. Is the theme still the 50s or did it rotate again? I don't know. They always have a theme. And I'm hoping it's the 50s still because I am going to bring it. All right. One year it was pajamas. I brought it. I had art pajamas. Yeah, we'll do something, Connie. We will have to come up with something. I want to represent. Dory, I would love to come to Canada. The second I can travel again, I will be. This is the irony about raising your children. I used to work and travel, teach. And I took the junior and senior year off for my twins, so I would not miss any part of their high schooling final years. And I said, when they go to college, I will be able to travel again. And then COVID hit. So the only thing I have to say is that's just going to be delayed a little bit. And that's opening up the world for me to like open up my schedule and do this again. Karen said 50s, but we will have tribe shirts. I will make this happen by October. Yes, Karen. Yes. Yes. Okay. Everybody, thank you for this morning. I didn't mean for it to go this long. Tammy Lee, I will be coming to North Carolina this summer. The reason I say that is my family lives in North Carolina, and I'm not letting another year go by where I do not see my parents. So, stay tuned. I don't care how and when I make that happen. I am going to North Carolina. That is a thing. That's a thing. And since I can't go on my cruise to Alaska, it's probably legit going to be a thing. I cannot not see my parents for this expended amount of time. And Cheryl, you know that my goal is to get to Michigan because I'm from there. Okay, that would be it. I thank you guys so much for even remotely tuning in and joining me for this. Tonight, we are going to start painting at 5:31. 5:30, I will log in. 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, I will have my art journal ready to go. 6:15, we are going to meet Your Artful Journey member, Kathy. And that is the plan. Does everybody get that? That's the plan. So plan on deep diving tonight right into the journal the second we get online. Okay? If you build it, they will come. Dreams do come true. Wait a minute. What was the quote? Hold on. Tracy plants the seed to grow the art in you. I think that was what she said. Okay. All right. Are there replays? Mary, yes. There are replays in Your Artful Journey of everything. It goes into your portal. Number 2, there are replays of typically everything I do online here on my YouTube channel. So when I'm on this channel, it goes to my YouTube channel. And I will get caught up on time-lapse videos. Yes, anything in Your Artful Journey. You do not have to be there live or present. Most of the videos are pre-recorded for you to go at your own pace, which is important because I don't want anybody to feel like they get too much content or not getting enough. It's done at your pace. Ruth, the answer is no. Jelly Arts is not live this week, but next week you can catch me live at noon for Jelly Telly with the owner and one of our designers, Marcia. I will see you tonight at 5:30. Please bring a beverage of your choice and some Girl Scout cookies to share with the class. I'll have an entire box behind me. I thank you very much from the bottom of my art-filled heart for this morning. Have a wonderful day. This video will be going to YouTube, and I will see you all soon.